Well, here we are. It's another Sunday. I don't even recognize this outfit with me today. We got a glass case of emotions right there. I might get behind that here in a moment. Lucy, you're going to be nice today. It is, you may not be aware, but this, what you're doing, is actually called Nashville Coffee Talk with Bill Cook. But Bill Cook is just, he's out in the wind today.
Yeah.
Bill, he has custody of my ex-wife this weekend, so I'm sure they're doing something nice. I'm sure they're doing something lovely right now. But, yeah, probably at the Cracker Barrel right now. Yeah. But we got Jake on the bass today, and you know, Jake, I'm glad you could play with us today. It's the first time you've done this shift with us, Nashville Coffee Talk.
Yeah.
I don't have my coffee yet, but folks watching online are probably wondering who the handsome devil is over there that's not Bill Cook, and I think they should know that is Mr. Jake Bostic right there, and he'll be with us today. He's a hell of a bass player and a hell of a singer, and apparently a hell of a husband for putting up with Lucy. Can you imagine?
Mr. Lucy Coffee.
Yeah. Can you imagine, Jason, if first off, we talk about Lucy a lot. Can you imagine if your job was to play fiddle on Broadway, and then when you were off work, you were bartending on Broadway? And that's a lot that Lucy deals with. But imagine what he has to deal with when she gets home. My God. He's like, I can just sense the anger coming off of you.
No comment.
No comment.
Right now.
He's like, no comment, because she has all the comments for me later. All right, let's get this going. Oh, hold on. We can officially start Coffee Talk. Hold on. Well, we can start Coffee Talk. I don't have to have mine. As long as there's coffee on the stage, then we can officially start Coffee Talk.
There we go.
Nothing. I was just looking over. I noticed you did your hair almost this morning.
I knew that you would notice. You always notice.
It looks, yeah, well, I do. After that one day, I'm still triggered over that.
We'll get to that.
Okay. All right. Now, without further ado, folks watching online, we appreciate you. I know they like to tune in early to see how bad my jokes are going to be for the day, and believe me, I'm setting the bar extra low today.
Are we open?
Oh yeah, we're open. I guess. I'm not very open-minded, but yeah. Coffee black, cigarette. Start this day like all the rest. And first thing every morning that I do is start missing you. Some broken hearts never mend. Some memories never end. Some tears will never dry. My love for you will never die. Rendezvous in the night. In the middle of love's embrace, I see your face. Some broken hearts never mend. Some memories never end. Some tears will never dry. My love for you will never die. Some broken hearts never mend. Some memories never end. Some tears will never dry. My love for you will never die. All right, some rock and roll music to get started this morning.
I get some more of Jason and Lucy's vocal.
Hi, check. Hey.
Jake, can I hear your voice?
Check, yeah.
Can you? Wow, that sounded
Check,
sweet.
yeah. 1, 2, yep.
Yeah, it's fine.
That sounded sweet. Jake, can I hear your voice? Oh. All right, Lucy, you're up.
Little past Little Rock.
Dog. Here's Lucy. Lucy seems to be in a pretty good mood considering she's got to deal with me today.
There's time yet, Russell.
I know. Oh, look, I know.
Every crowd on every corner, every face I see you. With nothing more in the tank of gas, drove away without looking back, and I guess that's how I got where I am. Going anywhere as fast as I can. Disappear into the dawn. And if I could have it my way, I'd go back to where you are. Oh, but I can't turn this thing around, and nothing sure of breaking down is gonna get me off this road I'm on. I'm still just how deep it feels. It's a lonely stretch of blacktop out into the blue. Don't know where I'll go, but what I'll do. I'm a little past Single Rock, but a long way from home. I'm a little past Single Rock, but a long way from home.
I love that song.
Yeah, that
I
was
love that
nice.
guy waited for that song to be over before he came in.
Just to be safe.
Hey, my buddy Jason's tuned in. Jason, I'm glad you tuned in. It's a little early for me to do that song, though. I'm going to leave it up there for a minute. That one will hurt me if I do it right now. I wanted to hear Bohemian Rhapsody. And,
Oh. Ooh.
No. No. Yeah, I know, right? No, he did not want to hear Bohemian Rhapsody. He wants to hear A Country Boy Can Survive. And if I do that song right now, I will not survive. But I'll get to it, I promise. I'm not going to take that request just yet, but I promise I will. Speaking of country boys, we got Jake Bostic with us. He's from Lower Alabama. I don't know what country that is, but I heard it's country.
It's the country that country music is about.
Oh, like
That
tan legs, tan lines, dirt roads, pickup trucks.
10 eyes, 12 toes.
Oh, that kind of bonfires. I
six
wasn't
fingers
sure. Oh, okay. I
per
thought it
hand.
was like country music videos. Like isn't that where Dierks Bentley did What Was I Thinking? You know, like Becky was down there. You know, a cutie from South Alabama. I feel like that's how like every good first date in South Alabama goes.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't get shot at by the I almost said the husband. That too, the husband or the father. But it's Alabama, could be both. I mean, you know what I'm saying. It's just, it is what it is. Hey, why don't you do a song for everybody?
Let's do Unwound. The weight loss song.
Get me a bottle, your very best. I got a problem, I'm gonna drink off my chest. I'm gonna spend the night just getting down. 'Cause that woman that I had wrapped around my finger just come unwound. That woman that I had wrapped around my finger just come unwound. Get me out of the house and tonight I'm whiskey bound. I'm gonna be drunkest fool in town. That woman that I had wrapped around my finger just come unwound. Well, first she packed my bags and opened up the door. I've got a feeling she don't want me around no more. just come unwound. That woman that I had wrapped around my finger just come unwound. She kicked me out of the house and tonight I'm whiskey bound. I'm gonna be drunkest fool in town. That woman that I had wrapped around my finger just come unwound. Woman that I had wrapped around my finger just come unwound.
I love that tune, man. I love George Strait. I love that era of George Strait. That's my favorite George Strait, is the 80s George Strait, where it still sounded like he was playing in a bar, you know, like it does. Like if you listen to that era, it's basically like all like 5 or 6 piece kind of band. You listen to 90s and beyond George Strait, it's like 20 pieces up there. It's very put together, but early on, it's just, you know, might be twin fiddles, but most of the time it's like just standard band with a steel and fiddle, you know. And later on, he's adding harpsichord and bagpipes and 3 acoustics and, you know, all that.
Trombone.
Yeah. Not quite as big as Haggard got into the horn section, though. I think that's one of those things. Once you've played enough honky-tonk music, you're like, how can I employ all my friends?
Right.
How can I hire 15 more of my buddies to come on the road and play
Use as
music?
many horns as possible.
Yeah. Speaking of Haggard, let's do Where the Lonely Go.
You know, I listened to, speaking of Haggard also, I listened to his version of Make Up and Faded Blue Jeans yesterday, which I've heard a million times, but I hadn't heard it in a while, so it's fresh on the brain. Speaking of horns, there's like saxophone all over it.
Oh, yeah, I
Like
know.
all over the place.
In the early 80s, in about 1980 through about 84, Hag was into the horns, man. Probably 78 through about 84.
Saxophone all over. It was just saxophone and Reggie Young. You know, it's like back and forth between sax and guitar on that song.
Yeah, and then like Stay Here and Drink, it's eat up with that. And it's eat up with a saxophone.
Lots
Yeah.
of saxophone.
I was watching Merle Haggard live the other day on. Well, no, he wasn't actually live. It was video of him playing live. You know, that would have been awesome.
That would have been incredible.
Yeah,
That
but
record, Back to the Bar Rooms. That's Stay Here and Drink on it, Misery and Gins on it. Make Up
I
and
love
Faded
that
Blue
record.
Jeans. Yeah, there's a bunch of those.
that
songs.
might be my favorite Haggard record. It's up there. But I was watching a performance of Hag, and he had the horn section and everything on stage with him. It's probably early mid 80s. I was like, it's just so much going on. I mean, it's a horn section. You've got 2 guitars. Hag's got a guitar.
He had 2 fiddles.
There's just all kinds of stuff. I'm like, that had to get boring. Those guys would do 2 or 3 songs at a time without touching their instrument. You know, he turned everything into a jam too, like this song right here. This song turns into a jam as well. Here it is, some Merle Haggard. Where Lonely Go. It does. This song does turn into a jam. Yep. No. We'll play it normal. Yeah, this song's 7 minutes long when Haggard does it. Forget it. It's not doing it much anymore. Rolling with the flow and going where lonely go. Anywhere the lights are low, going where lonely go. And making up things to do, not running in all direction trying to find you, just rolling with the flow, going where the lonely go. I've got to keep going, I can't lay loneliness all around. I've got to keep going, traveling down this lonesome road. I'm just rolling with the flow, and I'm going where the lonely go. Sleep won't hardly come when there's loneliness all around. I've got to keep going, traveling down this lonesome road. I'm just rolling with the flow. Go. I'm just rolling with the flow, going where the lonely go. Oh, it's Merle Haggard country music. Howdy, how are you doing, sir? Indeed, I do, sir. Where are you from? Lubbock, Texas. That's not far from Waylon's hometown, Littlefield. Yes, sir. Oh, really? That is great. We love Waylon around here. A young man from Lubbock, Texas. Slam dunk, shack attack, love, and a tip jug. That is called leadership skills. We appreciate that. From West Texas, by golly. Waylon used to work a radio station out there. Yeah, and it's where he got to meet a lot of the stars of the day, including Buddy Holly. The rest is sad history. You know that show, Drunk History?
I love that show.
I really want to go on that show.
Oh my, you would be good on that show. Have you seen the Dolly Parton episode?
Oh yes.
I've literally watched that like 5 or 6 times and like laugh until I cry.
I love where Johnny Knoxville's doing the Johnny Cash, playing Johnny Cash. Have you seen that?
I don't know if I've seen that one.
That one's good. It tells the story about Chris Christopherson and flying the helicopter to Johnny's house.
Yeah.
And yeah, I love Drunk History. I really want to go on Drunk History and just. That would be awesome. Yeah, I think I could do it, man. I could totally do it. That'd be amazing. I would like to get Jason and Jason and I go on Drunk History. That would be.
At the end of a Saturday night.
Yeah, the problem is they don't have enough time to just sit there and get us drunk, because they'd have to show up at the end of like a double triple thing that we do where we've had 17 drinks throughout the day. Yeah, because it's not a very time conducive thing to sit and wait on Jason and I to drink enough. Hold on, 2 or 3 more, I'll be ready to tell you some stories. Yeah, hold on, I'm a little shy right now. All right, he wanted to hear Waylon's last #1 hit. And it's one of our favorites, and it's called The Rose in Paradise from, 1986, 85, 86?
Song about murder.
Who wrote this one? I forget. There was a couple people wrote it, but yeah. And Waylon put this song on hold. His song got pitched to him. I can't remember who pitched it to him. It was a famous woman. I wanted to say Barbara Mandrell or something, but it was somebody very famous at the time. And they had heard this song, and they said, "You know who needs to cut that is Waylon." And Waylon heard it and said, I definitely want to do it, but I just put a record in the can and cannot do it. If you will put it on hold for me, I promise I'll put it on the next album. And it was like a year later. That's a long time to just sit there on it. But it made it up. It became a #1 hit. So here's some Waylon Jennings by request. Was a flower from thinking, her beauty cut just like a knife. He was a banker for making, and he swore he'd love her all his life. Bought her a mansion on the mountain with a formal garden and a lot of land. Paradise became a prison, and Georgia banker was a jealous man. Every time he talks about her, you can see the fire in his eyes. He'd say, well, I would walk through hell on Sunday, keep my rose in paradise. A man to tend the garden, I keep an eye on her while he was gone. Some say they ran away together, some say that gardener left alone. And now the banker is an old man, and mansions crumbling down. And he sits all day and he stares at the garden, and not a trace of her was ever found. Every time he talks about her, you can see the fire in his eyes. He'd say, well, I would walk through hell on Sunday, keep my rose in paradise. Now there's a rose out in the garden, its beauty cuts just like a knife. Some say it even grows in the wintertime and blooms in the dead of night. Waylon Jennings right there by request. Oh yeah, we're all into that. I want to go over our request policy real quick with you guys. We got, well, we have no set list. I'll tell you the truth. We don't ever use a set list. Our set list is your request. The number one way to get your songs played around here, ladies and gentlemen, is to throw a little love in the tip jug, just like the young man from Lubbock, Texas just did. Thank you, sir, for that. That is like credits in a drunken, dysfunctional, honky-tonk jukebox, and we'll play your favorite song that way. The number two way to get your songs played is to scan the QR codes. You'll see them out there on the TV screens. They're also on your tabletops, bar tops. You can scan those with your phone, request a song. Very, very easy way to do it. Jason, you told me we're having a three-way today. I mean, a third way today. I'm so sorry.
Well, yeah. There is a third way. The third way, it involves doing exactly what these amazing folks are doing in here right now. Showing true leadership by being in a bar and drinking before noon. Good job, y'all.
Yeah.
If you don't start drinking before noon, you cannot say you've been drinking all day.
Unless you're a damn liar. Or
So this band likes to drink a little bit too, so that is the third way to get your song played. Bring us some drinks and we'll play your song, or two or three.
Indeed. All right, my buddy Jason is watching down in South Carolina. Around there, around South Carolina, Georgia. You know where it all comes together. It's just very southern, you know. But he's originally from Tennessee. He's a big Volunteers fan. But he wanted to hear one called "A Sonny Boy Campbell." And we saw some of their friends. Do you remember the show we were doing yesterday where the young ladies got on stage and took pictures with them, and they kept showing me their phone? That was that's their friends. I met all of them years ago. And I'm glad to see Jason tuned in. I haven't seen him in a little while, but brother, glad to hear from you. And I hope everything's going good with you folks down there. But yeah, it's a good group of people down there. They came in and harassed us a little bit yesterday, and that's what they're supposed to do, Lucy. All right, this one goes out to Jason. It's still a little bit early. I might not dive in fully on this one if I take a nap on a couple of those lines. Just understand why. It in there, say what you want to, but some of the bitches got some range.
Oh, he's my favorite. He's an incredible singer.
It sucks that he's just such a redneck and he's so terrible.
Yeah, we went on ahead and watched those videos the other night.
Yeah, exactly. Hank Jr., Jason, I'm going to say it, but Jason and I agree totally. I'm not going to. Hank Jr. is either singing his ass off or sounding awful. Like, and listen, I got one of those nailed. One of those ways Hank Williams Jr. sings, he gets really drunk and just sounds terrible. And that's why people say, you remind me of Hank Williams Jr.
Still entertaining.
Yeah, I was watching a thing of him the other day. He's shirtless, and he's up there. He's got these mallets beating on the drums. Have you seen this? And then he goes and plays the fiddle.
Oh, he's incredible at a ton of instruments.
And he's also terrible at them at the same time.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he is truly a redneck virtuoso.
A lot of dead brain cells there, I think.
Well, he fell off a mountain. Merle Haggard wrote a song about that.
All right, you get a pass for falling off a mountain.
Yeah, Merle Haggard wrote that song, I'm always on a mountain when I fall. All right, here it is, going out to Jason. Thank you, brother. Thank you guys for being good to us so far. Preacher man says it's the end of time, and the Mississippi River, she's going dry. Interest is up and the stock market's down, and you only get mugged if you go downtown. I live back in the woods, you see, a woman and the kids and the dogs and me. I got a shotgun, a rifle, and a four-wheel drive, and a country boy can survive. Country folks can survive. I can plow a field all day long. I can catch catfish from dusk till dawn. Make her own whiskey and her own smoke too. Ain't too many things these old boys can't do. We grow good old maters and homemade wine, and a country boy can't survive. Country folks can't survive. We came from the West Virginia coal mines and the Rocky Mountains and the western sky. Yeah, we could skin a bunk, run a trot line, and a country boy can't survive. Country boys can't survive. I had a good friend in New York City. Never called me by my name, just hillbilly. My grandpa taught me how to live off the land. His taught him to be a businessman. He used to send me pictures of the Broadway nights, and I'd send them some homemade wine. By a man with a switchblade knife. For $43, my friend lost his life. I'd love to spit some beach nut in Andy's eyes, shoot him with my old 45. A country boy can't survive. 100 votes can't survive. Cause you can't stop the sound and you can't make us run away. Them old boys raised on shotgun. And we say grace and we say ma'am. If you ain't into that, we don't give a damn. We're from North California to South Alabama. Little towns all around this land like Dothan, am I right? Hey, we can skin a buck, run a trot line, and a country boy can't survive. Country folks can't survive. Country folks can't survive. Country boy can't survive. Yeah, Hank Jr. by request. I about passed out 3 times on that song. Thought I was going to have to grab a hold of my mic stand at one point. Hey, man, it's early. It's early. Excuse me. Yeah, I'll tell you, breath control is important on that. I was doing, realized that maybe I wasn't breathing right. And then I was like, maybe I shouldn't start seeing things go.
Yeah, when you see stars, it's not a good sign.
Yeah, I was like, I better start moving my legs. Or, It's really like, if you don't start it there, you're not getting it there. No. It's like, because you're just going to blow it out. You know, it's like, you got to start it. Yeah, it's up there. Especially in the morning before noon. All right, we got some great requests coming up. If you're wondering, why are we not making all these people party and do, body shots and all that? We save that until afternoon. In the morning, we just all sort of get over the hangovers. We play hangover songs. Right. Yeah. And then later, we try to get you back on the track to demise.
Songs full of regret.
Yeah. Hey, is Crystal in the house or is Crystal watching online? Crystal, we see you. Thank you. She wants to hear some good-hearted woman, Waylon Jennings. Did you ask if I'm good? I'm not very good, but I fake my way through it. Is that what you meant? Yeah. All right, here goes some Waylon Jennings by request, y'all. Thank you, Crystal. We got some Alan Jackson coming up right after this. We got a long time forgotten. The dreams, they just fell by the way. Good life he promised ain't what she's living today. But she never complains of the bad times, of the bad things he's done, Lord. She just talks about the good times they've had and all the good times to come. And she's a good-hearted woman in love with a good-timing man. And she loves him in spite of those ways that she don't understand. And through teardrops and laughter, they'll pass through this world hand in hand. A good-hearted woman loving that good-timing man. He likes the bright lights and nightlife and good-timing friends. When the party's all over, well, she'll welcome him back home again, one way or another. Lord knows she don't understand him, but she'll do the best that she can. Be a good-hearted woman too that do no good, good-timing man. She's a good-hearted woman in love with a good-timing man. And she loves me in spite of my wicked ways that she don't understand. And through teardrops and laughter, they'll pass through this world hand in hand. A good-hearted woman loving that good-timing man. And she's a good-hearted woman in love with a good-timing man. Yeah. Waylon Jennings by request. Thank you. Where's RJ? RJ. Where are you from, RJ? Norfolk? The Tidewater, yeah, 757. That area right there. Welcome. Welcome in. It might be. I think I can't remember if it's 757. Welcome in to Nashville, and this is a great song. He wants some Alan Jackson Drive, and that's a damn good one, man. We love this song.
Hey, Ian.
Was that an online request or was that in here?
RJ, right here at the bar.
All right. Yeah, that's a great song. That's quickly become. I always liked this song. It's become one of our favorites, and I think it became even more of a favorite. I guess it was last summer. I was flipping channels one day, and I saw Alan on the PBS 4th of July special on Independence Day. They had the big American flag behind the stage, and Alan was one of the featured artists. And he did this song, and he told the story behind the song, and I never had heard him tell this story before. I knew the song had something to do with his dad, but I didn't know exactly what the scoop was. And he said, yeah, I wrote this song about my dad when he died, and I didn't want to write a sad, tear-jerking, cliche kind of a country song. I just wanted to write a song that was reflective of my life growing up with my father. And I'll tell you, after hearing him tell that story, it hit a little bit differently. After when he and his band played it, it was phenomenal, as you can imagine. He and his band are terrific. But we love this song. Thank you for this request.
Well, I hate to ruin it for you, but here it goes. Paint red, stripe was white, 18 feet from the bow of the stern line. Second hand from a dealer in Atlanta, I rode up with Daddy when he went there to get her. But on the shine, but on the motor, and built out of love and made for the water. Ran her for years till the transom got rotten. Piece of my childhood, it'll never be forgotten. It was just an old plywood boat, 75 Johnson and electric choke. A young boy, 2 hands on the wheel. I can't replace the way it made me feel. And I would turn her sharp and make it wide. He'd say, you can't beat the way an old wood boy rides. Just a crossed the Alabama line, but I was king of the ocean when Daddy let me drown. Just an old half-ton short bed Ford my uncle bought new back in '64. Daddy got it right, cause the engine was smoking, couple burned valves, and he had her going. He let me drive it, we'd haul off a load down a dirt strip, we'd dump trash off a thick pin road. Sit up in the seat and stretch my feet out to the pedal, smiling like a hero. It just received a medal, it was just an old hand-me-down Ford with 3-speed on the column and a dent in the door. A young boy, 2 hands on the wheel. I can't replace the way it made me feel, and I would press that clutch and keep it right. He'd say a little slower, son, you're doing just fine. Just a dirt road with trash on each side, but I was Amarillo and dreaded when Daddy let me drive. I'm grown up now, 3 daughters on my own. I let them drive my old Jeep across the pasture at her home. Maybe one day they'll reach back in their file and pull out that old memory and think of me and smile and say it was just an old worn out Jeep. Rusty old floorboards are hard on my feet. A young girl, 2 hands on the wheel. I can't replace the way it made me feel, and I would turn it left and steer it right. Straighten up, girl, now you're doing just fine. Just a little valley by the river where we ride, but I was high on a mountain when Daddy let me drive. Daddy let me drive. Oh, he let me drive. Just an old plywood boat, 75 Johnson, and electric Joe. Thank you guys. I love that song. I love it. I mean, that's just... Alan Jackson knows how to write a song. I mean, he is very good. Even his silly songs, I can still visualize them. You know, I can still see what he's talking about, and it's a lot like up there with like the great songwriters of the day. You know, Chris Christopherson's one of the greats. You know, Florida Georgia Line. These guys know they know how to write a song you can envision. You know? Not really. I don't think Florida Georgia Line's writing Drive anytime soon, Jason. They did write Cruise, I think.
Kind of close to Drive.
Yeah, it's
Cruise, Drive.
well, one's a great song, country music song, apparently.
Greatest
The other
of all
one's
time.
Alan Jackson.
Yeah,
You know, Cruise is the top-selling country song of all time.
that hurts my brain.
I think there's somewhere in Revelations it mentions that.
It's probably in all the holy books.
It's like, and then lo upon, and the next seal was opened, and it was it was Cruise.
In those days, low in those
Everybody
days.
saw it. It's probably in the Bhagavad Gita and the Quran and all that.
It's in all of them, yeah.
Everybody knew.
And everybody's
That was
end
the
time,
end right there.
end time prophecies, yeah. The end time of country music. That's it. The end time of the country music revelations. Yeah. But welcome to AJ's Good Time Bar. Finally got rid of these guys. Guys, have fun. If you go down the road and get disappointed, we're here till 1:45. Thank y'all for being good to us, y'all. Well, guys, welcome in. Welcome in. Good to see you here at AJ's Good Time Bar. Now, we are here to have a good time. Y'all having a good time so far? I hope so. Keep those requests coming, whether it's old country or even older country. We're here to play country music till we lose everything we got. And, Lucy, you're a good country singer.
Thank you.
I wonder if you'd mind to sing a country song.
I would like to sing a country song. Let's do Who's Cheating Who.
Oh, right. That's great. I wasn't expecting. Hey, what song we gave you homework the other day? What was it?
You wanted me to learn that Merle Haggard song.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not
Chase
good.
each other.
I haven't figured out my key yet, but
Hey,
I'll listen to
that's
it
fine. I
a
just
lot.
couldn't remember what. You know what? You missed it yesterday. I sang AC/DC yesterday.
You did not. You are lying to me.
Nailed it.
You're full
And nailed
of
it. Not even kidding.
Really?
I didn't sing it like Brian Johnson or,
Well, I gotta
or
hear
Bon
that.
Scott.
More like Bond.
Which song?
We got a $100 tip yesterday to play AC/DC. And I was like, well, hell, I'm not going to turn that down. So I did it. We turned it into a hillbilly rock song.
We kind of did. Yeah.
You swang it, shuffled it.
All right, here's Lucy Cochran going to do another hillbilly rock song.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Charlie McClain did it in C. Yeah.
This reminds me of the Cotton Eye Joe in Knoxville, Tennessee. There's a bar. There's folks back home that tune in, and people know about it. It really is the largest dance floor in the South.
Yeah.
And or it was at one point, but a lot of good concerts come through there too. But we used to go there 1, 2, 3 times a week and hang out. It was the spot. They have like 6 bars in there everywhere, mechanical ball, all that stuff. And this song, I just always remember this because they have the extended version they'd play for all the line dancers.
It's a line dancing machine.
They had like a
is what this
10-minute long version of this song because that riff is just so cool. This is a line dancing song. Cotton Eye Joe. You ever been there? Knoxville to Cotton Eye Joe?
I've seen the sign on the road.
You should go sometime.
Eye-catching.
Yeah, and actually, it's where I get a lot of my jokes. That they give free dance lessons, and they have an all-you-can-eat buffet.
That's for real.
I
That
swear,
exists
that's where
somewhere.
I
Wow.
get my morning jokes from. It's like if you get there early enough, you learn to dance for free, and they feed you.
Dancing in buffets.
Well, I gotta go.
Undefeated.
Everywhere you look, you can write a book on the trouble with a woman and a man, but you cannot
That's awesome. Lucy Cochran right there, y'all.
I don't know. I'll know what I'm doing.
You know, that would be a good one whenever we're playing some of these places we do have people that are willing to dance. We do that and try that one out.
We play that forever. Yeah. Let's try it later.
All right. Well, welcome into AJ's, y'all. I want to tell y'all about somebody that's very, very important to me. That is Erica behind the bar. Now, there's a reason I have to say she's very important to me. She's important to all of us, and she's important to y'all too. It just goes without saying. But she is the gatekeeper to all the booze in here. So make sure y'all are good to her. I promise she'll be good to y'all. There's only one of her. There's all of y'all, so please be patient with her. I promise she'll take good care of you guys. So like I say, be good to her. Good to see you, Wade. How are you doing, young man? I'm doing great. Love to see you out early drinking. I was wondering about you. I was worried. I was like, I haven't seen Wade with a drink yet. But I see you've got your king of beers there. And you're getting warmed up for today. Good to see you. Welcome in, guys. You're a little bit late, but that's okay. I won't hold that against you. Huh? You did make it. You made it indeed. I think we should do some George Strait country music. We got Lucy here. We might as well do some fiddling tunes. What do you think, Jake? Here's a rodeo cowboy song. Anybody still like George Strait out there? I hope so. George Strait, this was not a #1 hit for him.
That's what I hear.
Yeah, that's true. Out of all of his 60-plus Billboard #1s, this was not one. But I read an article recently where George said he said this is probably his favorite song that he ever recorded. It was interesting. Of course, it didn't go to #1, but it went to like in the top 5. Still, they still made a bunch of money.
So he didn't go broke on it. Yep. And he still plays it every show, I bet, too. This is probably one of his most popular songs, even though it wasn't a #1. Here it is, from Amarillo by Morning, featuring Miss Lucy Cochran on the fiddle. Amarillo by morning, up from San Antonio. Everything I've got is just what I got on. When the sun is high in the Texas sky, I'll be bucking at the county fair. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo, I'll be there. They took my saddle and used it, broke my leg in Santa Fe. My wife became Jason's girlfriend along the way. I'll be looking for aid when they pull that gate. I hope that judge ain't blind. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's on my mind. Amarillo by morning, up from San Antonio. Everything I've got is just what I got on. Well, I ain't got a dime, but what I got is mine. I ain't rich, but Lord, I'm free. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's where I'll be. Amarillo by morning, George, straight out of Compton. Yeah. My friend Mr. Jake Bostic right here. Now, Jake is from Lower Alabama.
Ooh, the booze pour in.
That's right. Where the men are men and the sheep are nervous. Yeah.
Lower, slower.
Well, I mean,
Slower.
think about it. They're
Lower,
very
slower
they're very
Alabama.
southern where he's from. They're so southern in South Alabama. They think people in North Alabama are Yankees. That's the truth.
Yesterday, somebody walked by me and Lucy, and I don't know why, they were like, "Are y'all from Minnesota?" And I was like, "Yeah, born and raised."
Yeah, can't you hear it in his
With that accent.
He was like, "Yeah, sounds like it." Yeah, I was like, "Don't you know?"
Don't you know?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, don't you know?
Well, here he is. Minnesota Jake Bostic, as we call him. He's the Paul Bunyan of the bass guitar, ladies and gentlemen.
Paul Bunyan, the pallbearer.
Girl, you taught me how to hurt real bad and cry myself to sleep. Showed me how this town could shatter dreams. Another lesson about a naive fool who came to Babylon. Found out that the pie don't taste so sweet. Now it's guitars, Cadillacs, hillbilly music on the lonely streets that I call home. Guitars, Cadillacs, and hillbilly music, the only thing that keeps me hanging on. Ain't no glamour in this tinsel land, lost and wasted life. Painful scars are all that's left of me. I wanna thank you, girl, for teaching me brand new ways to be cruel. Got time in mind now, I guess I'll just leave. Now it's guitars, Cadillacs, and hillbilly music, the lonely, lonely streets that I call home. Now it's guitars, Cadillacs, hillbilly music, the only thing that keeps me hanging on. Now it's guitars, Cadillacs, the hillbilly music, the only lonely streets that I call home. Now it's guitars, Cadillacs, the hillbilly music, the only thing that keeps me hanging on. It's the only thing that keeps me hanging on. It's the only thing that keeps me hanging on. Oh.
Yeah. What do y'all think about this band up here? Mr. Jake Bostic on the vocals. Yeah, man. Sounding great. Thank you. All right, Wade, that's a great tune, man. Awesome. Well, we got a big old request for some Travis Tritt, Waylon Jennings. Yeah. It's one of my favorites by Travis Tritt and Waylon Jennings. Beautiful song. Where
love
corn
this
don't
one.
grow. See, if you notice, Waylon in the 80s got into this, he got into this more reflective kind of songs. And
Yeah.
You know, I never thought about that. That's very true.
You know.
All of his 80s stuff, it was like wistful.
yeah. Because like I said, there's Pill Waylon, where in the 60s when Waylon first got to Nashville, he was clean cut with his pompadour, dressed in a suit. And
Lady killer.
And a lady, yeah.
Oh,
Well, not
Dapper.
literally, but yes.
No.
It wasn't like the Nashville Jack the Ripper or anything. But yeah, he was. He's a very dapper, handsome man. But he was loaded up on pills. He and Roger Miller would get together. And they said Roger Miller had suitcases full of pills.
Yeah, he did.
And but he and Waylon, all those guys, they said Nashville was a big pill town at that point. And that's Pill Waylon, where he'd take them to wake up and take them to go to sleep. But then after that, he discovered some other stuff in the early 70s. He discovered cocaine.
That's
so then
right, there was cocaine.
there's cocaine Waylon, where his tempos got faster, and he refused to sleep. And you see the pictures of him, and his eyes look all hollow.
He's
And
always sweaty.
very
He's
shaggy.
sweaty. He's
Constantly.
shaggy and sweaty, and it looks like it's one of those cold sweats. And he'd go days without sleeping. There was a thing where they said Waylon could smoke 5 packs of cigarettes a day, and there was somebody did the math on it and said, no, you cannot do 5 packs a day unless you were literally. And he go, you forgot. That's if you don't go to sleep, you can smoke 5 packs a day. And Waylon, for many days, would stay up just smoking and carrying on. So that's cocaine Waylon. Then in the 80s, I've destroyed myself with drugs and pills and everything else, and the IRS is after me, and I'm in trouble. I better tone this down a notch, and that's the reflective.
Kinder, gentler way.
Yeah, the kinder, gentler Waylon, where he started taking artists under his wing and looking out for them. That's where this song comes from. This is one of my favorites from Waylon. And then Travis Tritt, who's one of those artists that Waylon took under his wing early on. They became good friends. And Travis Tritt had a hell of a cut with this one. It's called Where Corn Don't Grow. Thank you, Wade.
And by the way, if you guys, anybody knows this song, it's a great song. Travis had a big hit for it in the 90s, like what you were just saying. There's a very cool video on YouTube at the Opry of Waylon and Travis, and I'm trying to remember, there's a couple other artists doing this song on the Opry acoustically, and it's awesome. It's great.
Of course it is.
Yeah, it's freaking great. I think
Into that.
I think it was Steve Warner and
Probably Marty Stewart or somebody.
Ricky Skaggs or somebody like that. Yeah, they were all just sitting around jamming on it.
As we sat on the front porch of that old gray house where I was born and raised, staring at the dusty fields where my daddy worked hard every day. Well, I think it kind of hurt him when I said, Daddy, there's a lot that I don't know. But don't you ever dream about a life where corn don't grow. He just sat there silent, staring at his favorite coffee cup. I saw a storm of mixed emotions in his eyes when he looked up. He said, son, I know at your age seems like this whole world is turning slow, and you think you'll find an answer to it all where corn don't grow. Hard times are real, there's dusty fields no matter where you go. You may change your mind, 'cause the wheels are high where corn don't grow. I remember feeling guilty when Daddy turned to walk back in the house. I was only 17 back then, but I thought that I knew more than I know now. I can say it didn't warn me that city life's a hard road to hoe. Now, ain't it funny how a dream can turn around where corn don't grow? Hard times are real, there's dusty fields no matter where you go. You may change your mind, 'cause the weeds are high where corn don't grow. Hard times are real, there's dusty fields no matter where you go. Oh, you may change your mind, because the weeds are high where corn don't grow. Yeah, you may change your mind. Oh, the weeds are high where corn don't grow. Thank y'all very much. So Waylon Jennings and Travis Tritt right there. That's a great song. Great song. Thank you, guys. Keep those requests coming. I'm going to go over our request policy one time. Come on in. Come on. You're late, but we've been saving seats for good people. These folks found out about it. Wait, nope. That one's reserved for, no. I'm messing with you.
Nope.
I'm messing with you. That's what you get for being late.
That was the one that was booby-trapped.
That's all right. Where are you from? What part of Texas is that? She says she's from Los Angeles. Well, welcome to the United States. I'm glad you made it.
West Texas.
That's West Texas.
It's a West Texas town.
Very, very West Texas.
Yeah.
Texas.
Yeah, it's Austin West. Austin West now. But welcome in. We got somebody from LA here. Our friend Jake is from LA. Lower Alabama.
Yeah, can't you believe it?
Lower Alabama.
Lower Alabama. I didn't make that. I didn't want to say that. I did not want to say that.
Listen, the most important thing is y'all both got out of treacherous situations and are now in Nashville, Tennessee.
Where it's smooth sailing, nothing treacherous. It's all easy.
There's plenty of treachery around here. Look yonder.
Excuse me? It is entirely too early for this, Roy.
Hey, listen, they're married. I had to get between them today. That's the thing. They said, could you please get between, because I'll tell you, imagine this. You're a musician on Broadway, like Lucy is, and Jake, and you're just around terrible, mean people all day. Not really. She just gets sick of playing with me is what it is. But no, she's a fiddle player on Broadway. And then, there is that. You haven't heard her play yet, so calm down. No, but there is that. And imagine that. So you get a lot of demands from people. But when she's off work, she has another job where she goes and bartends on Broadway.
Just constant demands.
And you can ask Erica behind the bar. If you're a bartender on Broadway, you hear a lot of nonsense. Yeah. And you deal with a lot of nonsense. And if you're a fiddle player on Broadway, you deal with a lot of nonsense.
Also nonsense.
You know what they should do? Between her bartending gigs and playing fiddle dinner, they should make a reality TV show.
I guarantee
that would be
it.
phenomenal.
It
really would.
Yeah, we'd have to come up with a really good name for it, something original, something very catchy. This is Lucy Cochran. I think I Love Lucy would be a good one. Lucy. That would be a good name.
Are y'all referencing something? I don't get it.
But imagine this. You have to deal with all that down here on Broadway. Then you got to go home and deal with him. My God. So she was like, please get between us. And he said, yeah, please get with it.
Please.
I've got to keep them separated.
It ain't like
Arm's
that.
length. Arm's length.
But now Lucy will be here with us until Jake and Lucy will both be here with us until one of them decides to walk out on me, and I'm surprised they. But we got a request just now from Steve up at the Horse and Around bar. But listen, I want to go over our request policy. Number one, easiest way to get your songs played, ladies and gentlemen, is to throw some love in a tip jug. Tell us what you want to hear, whether it's old country or even older country. We'll be playing your favorite songs. Second way to get your song played is to scan the QR codes on your TV screens, on your tabletops, bar tops. Scan those with your phone, and you can request a song from the comfort of your bar stool. Jason, the infamous third way of getting their songs played is what?
There is a third way, and it involves drinking alcohol, which is what you should all be doing right now. This band likes to drink a little bit, too. So if you bring us a few drinks, hell, we might play 2 or 3 of your songs. Rooster Brown right here, he always says, we won't beg you for money ever like a lot of the bands do down here, but we might beg you for booze sometimes.
We will beg for alcohol sometimes. It's because this is hard to do sober. Yeah. All right, guys, we got a request. Speaking of sober, we got our friends watching at the Horse and Around bar up in Michigan. They're always really good to us. We have folks that tune in online. You see that live stream, and they're watching. We have folks that watch from Maryland and Memphis. We got folks in Michigan, of course, in Massachusetts, in Canada. We got folks all over the place. South Carolina tuned in.
Folks from Scotland a couple of
weeks
ago.
Yeah. So people tune in through the AJ's Good Time Bar Facebook page, and they can watch us. So we got a request online for this one going out to Michigan. Steve at the Horse and Around bar up there wants some Merle Haggard country music. It's a smoke-filled bar, it's something I'm not used to. I gave up my home to see you satisfied. I just called to let you know where I'll be living. It's not much, but I feel welcome here inside. I've got swinging doors, a jukebox, and a bar stool. And my new home has a flashing neon sign. Stop by and see me anytime you want to, 'cause I'm always here at home till closing time. I've got everything I need to make me crazy. I've got everything I need to lose my mind. And in here the atmosphere is perfect for heartache. Thanks to you, I'm always here till closing time. I've got swinging doors, a jukebox, and a bar stool. My new home has a flashing neon sign. Stop by and see me anytime you want to, 'cause I'm always here at home till closing time. Yes, I'm always here at home till closing time. Oh, country music right there. That's honky-tonk music right there from going out to Michigan, Mr. Merle Haggard. Yes, sir? Thank you.
It's early Merle, which you could certainly call California country.
Yeah, absolutely.
From Bakersfield.
Bakersfield, California. Yeah. What about you folks? Where are you from? Indiana. They say that's the Alabama of the North, Jake.
That's what I always heard.
Yeah, he's from Alabama, but
Of the South, Alabama of the South.
Yeah. Now, did y'all have a song request? Indeed, we do, sir. Vern Gosden, that's an Alabama native.
I did not know that.
You did not?
I did not
It
know
explains a lot about his behavior. All right, welcome in. If you guys have a song, make sure and let us know, okay? If you tip the band, that is like credits in a drunken, dysfunctional, honky-tonk jukebox. These folks right here, they wanted to hear some Vern Gosdin. We're going to do that one. This one goes back to 1988, and it's called Set 'Em Up, Joe. Now, Jake here on bass, not only is he just a marvelous, wonderful husband to Lucy, I mean, just imagine where you'd be without him now. I mean, there's no telling.
No telling.
Right here.
Probably back at that truck stop. But
He is from Alabama. I had to Google it. I didn't believe you.
yeah,
I believe you.
but Jake is from Alabama, so is Vern Gosdin. But this song is known for its steel guitar, and Jake is actually a damn good steel guitar player and a bass player and vocalist, and like I said, great husband. This guy is jack of all trades.
Yeah, got it all.
Do it all.
And but unfortunately, we don't have a steel guitar with us today. So we got Jason Chance over there. He's gonna twang it up for us on that one. Vern Gosdin by request. Yeah, I can't remember where he's from in Alabama. Sounds good. I never heard of it. So small. They've got a vintage Victrola 1951 filled with all my favorite records that I grew up on. They got old Hank and Lefty and there's B-24. So set 'em up, Joe, and play walking the floor. Set 'em up, Joe, and play walking the floor. Like every night before, I'm playing 18, I'm gonna play some more. I gotta have a shot of them old troubadours. So set 'em up, Joe, and play walking the floor. Set 'em up, Joe, and play walking the floor. My neon neighbors, they like what I play, 'cause they've heard it every night since you walked away. Every day they replace so B-24, 'cause every night I run a needle through walking the floor. Every night I run a needle through walking the floor. Spend the night like every night before. Playing 18, I'm gonna play him some more. I gotta have a shot of them old troubadours. So set 'em up, Joe, and play walking the floor. Set 'em up, Joe, and play walking the floor. I said, set 'em up, Joe, and play walking the floor. Set 'em up, Joe, and play walking the floor. Thank you. Vern Gosdin by request, y'all. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Vern Gosdin, one of the greatest country singers of all time. They used to call him the voice, of course, but not one of the greatest people of all time. We've got a lot of friends and folks that have worked with him. My dad worked with him quite a bit. He, not the most pleasant guy, and famously hated drummers for some reason. He actually fired so many drummers. This is a true story. You can't make this up. He had fired so many drummers that he took a drum machine out on tour and fired it in the middle of the tour. Said it was speeding up on him.
Well,
It's like a mental tick, I think, right there. So at the end of that song, we had to tell Mark Mazza back here that he's fired.
You know why he thought it was speeding up on him, Jason? It's because he had probably taken a mass amount of stimulant. I won't say what kind, and it was probably starting to wear off. And so he's like,
Everything's faster.
All right, guys, let us know if you have any more requests out there. We are playing until 2 o'clock. Yes, sir, or close to it.
Oh, thank you, Michelle.
You know what? That is that made my heart happy
Yeah,
hearing that.
that deserves to be rewarded.
Where are y'all from? Phoenix. No, well,
You just mean you want to hear the actual version of the song, yes.
So
Yes.
I would say most of the time we get requests for Tennessee whiskey. They want Chris Stapleton. We have to talk them out of it.
That's right.
We're like,
Or
why do
come
you
to a
want
Explain to them
compromise.
that for 40 years, this was one of the gold standards of country music, this song.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
I
yes.
agree. So we'll do that. How about that? Young man wanted to hear some George Jones music called the Tennessee Whiskey. Now our drummer back here, Mr. Mark Mazza, he drinks Tennessee whiskey, loves Jack Daniels. And if y'all see any Jack Daniels running around, make sure you get him some of that. I see your shirt there. Yeah. I grew up in Tennessee, and Jason did too. So we've been drinking Jack Daniels since we were 2 or 3 years old.
It is it's made just a little over an hour south of here, so it is sort of the
Indeed.
hometown drink for sure.
There it is. So George Jones music going out to our friends from Phoenix. Welcome in, guys. I used to spend my nights in a bar room. Liquor was the only love I know. But you rescued me from reaching for the bar. And you brought me back from being too far gone. Now you're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey, and you're as sweet as strawberry wine. You as warm as a glass of brandy. I stay stoned on your love all the time. I look for love in all those same old places. Found the bottom of a bottle always dry. And so when you poured out your heart, I didn't waste it. 'Cause there's nothing like your love to get me high. Now you're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey, and you're as sweet as strawberry wine. You as warm as a glass of brandy. I stay stoned on your love all the time. I stay stoned on your love all the time. Thank you. Yes, sir. Welcome in to AJ's Good Time Bar. Who's having a good time in this honky tonk? Somebody give me a yee-haw. Everybody give me a hell yeah. Hell yeah. Now somebody, it only takes one. My friend Jason at Jameson over here. Yeah, he needs it. He's got a full day of shows with me, and I'll tell you, this is hard to do sober. I assure you all to that. All right, we are doing requests right up to about 1:45. I didn't realize we haven't done any Johnny Cash yet today. Anybody still love Johnny Cash out there? All right. Well, we're going to do this one right here for you. Okay. goes almost like this. I taught the weeping willow how to cry. I showed the clouds how to cover up a clear blue sky. And the tears I cried for that woman, they're gonna flood you, big river. And I'm gonna sit right here until I die. Well, I met her accidentally in St. Paul, Minnesota. And it tore me up every time I heard her drawl that southern drawl. Then I heard my dream went back downstream, cavorting in Davenport. Hey, I followed you, big river, when you called. St. Louis later on down the river. And Freddie says she's been there, but she's gone, boy, she's gone. And I found a trail in Memphis, but she just walked up the bluff. I raised a few eyebrows and went on down low. Queen, roll it on. You can take that woman on down to New Orleans, New Orleans. Go on now, I've had enough, and you can dump my blues in the Gulf. Yes, she loves you, big river, more than me. I taught that weeping willow how to cry, cry, cry. I showed the clouds how to cover up a clear blue sky. And the tears I cried for that woman, they're gonna flood you, big river. And I'm gonna sit right here until I die. I said I'm gonna sit right here until I die. Yeah, thank you. All right, now we got a request just came through. Well, welcome into AJ's Good Time Bar. And Wade wants to hear. Uh-oh, he wants Lucy and me to do a song together. Mm-mm.
Do we do it now?
I mean, they're married. I'm trying to get them to sing a song together. The problem is they might hate each other after that, and that would be terrible. It'd be terrible. All right, Lucy and I are going to do one together. I'm just glad that yeah, I might need not much. I might just as the room gets full, I don't need much. All right, guys, we have a request for a duet. Now, Lucy and I are going to do a song. And it's a good thing that Lucy and I are doing this one, because if it were you two doing it together, you might end up in an argument. And
Well, you know.
he's like, it's just another day that ends in Y, son.
This song is almost an argument.
It is. And we got some White House Road. Where's Danielle? Maybe Danielle's online. I don't know. Danielle wants some White House Road. We got that one coming up in just a minute. Here's some John Prine music. John Prine and Iris DeMint And I think Hayes Carl, who did Hayes Carl do this with? I forget. Here's a dysfunctional song. Barclay. She don't like her eggs all runny. She thinks crossing her legs is funny. She looks down her nose at money. She gets it on like the Easter bunny. She's my baby and I'm a runny, and I'm never gonna let her go.
He got laid in a month of Sundays. Caught him once and he was sniffing my hunches. He ain't too sharp, but he gets things done. Drinks his beer like it's oxygen. He's my baby, I'm his honey. I'm never gonna let him go.
In spite of ourselves, we'll end up sitting on a rainbow. Against all odds, honey, we're the big door prize. Yeah, we're gonna spike our noses right off of our faces. There won't be nothing but big old hearts dancing in our eyes. Well, she thinks all my jokes are corny, and convict movies make her horny. She likes ketchup on her scrambled eggs, swears like a sailor when she shaves her legs. She takes a licking, keeps on ticking, and I'm never gonna let her go.
He's got more balls than a big brass monkey, a whacked out weirdo and a love bug junkie. Sly as a fox, crazy as a loon. Payday comes and he's howling at the moon. He's my baby, I don't mean baby. Never gonna let him go.
In spite of ourselves, we'll end up sitting on a rainbow. Against all odds, honey, we're the big door prize. Yeah, we're gonna spike our noses right off of our faces. There won't be nothing but big old hearts dancing in our eyes. In spite of ourselves, we'll end up sitting on a rainbow. Against all odds, honey, we're the big door prize. Yeah, we're gonna spike our noses right off of our faces. There won't be nothing but big old hearts dancing in our eyes. There won't be nothing but big old hearts dancing in our eyes. Thank you.
Thank you, Wade.
All right, we got some Tyler Childers coming up. Anybody else out there like Tyler Childers? I hope so. It's called the White House Road. You know, White House Road is just another way of saying Pennsylvania Avenue. Eastern Kentucky, yep. But Pennsylvania Avenue is where the White House is located in Washington, D.C.
Literal White House Road.
Yeah. Where's Danielle? Is Danielle in here? All right, Danielle must be online. Thank you very much. There it is. Tyler Childers by request. the sun does rise, laying in the bed with bloodshot eyes, late in the evening when the sun sinks low, that's about the time my rooster crows. I got women up and down this creek, and they keep me running and my engine clean. Run me ragged, but I don't fret. No, there ain't been one slow me down none yet. Get me drinking that moonshine, get me out of that grocery bill. Take my troubles through the aisle wall, throw them in the river and get your fill. We've been sniffing that cocaine, and ain't nothing better when the wind cuts cold. Lord, it's a mighty hard living, and a damn good feeling to run these roads. I got buddies try to tell me rest. You keep his living and you wind up dead. Cast your troubles on the Lord of Lords. Oh, you'll wind up laying on the cooling board. I've got buddies up a White House Road, and they keep me strutting with my feet hang low. Rock of whiskey gonna ease my pain, and all this running gonna keep me sane. Get me drinking that moonshine, get me out of that grocery bill. Take my troubles through the aisle wall, throw them in the river and get your feet. We've been sniffing that cocaine, and ain't nothing better when the wind cuts cold. Lord, it's a mighty hard living, damn good feeling to run these roads. Won't you sing them hymns while banjo plays? Tell them ladies that they are not frowned. Oh, there ain't been nothing ever hold me down. Long men, women, or a shallow grave, same old blues, different day. Get me drinking that moonshine, and get me out of the grocery bill. Take my troubles through the aisle wall, throw them in the river and get your fill. We've been sniffing that cocaine, and ain't nothing better when the wind cuts cold. Lord, it's a mighty hard living, and a damn good feeling to run these roads. It's a damn good feeling to run these roads. It's a damn good feeling to run these roads. Yeah, we got you. Thank you, sir. You want some more Tyler Childers? We can do that one in a second. All right, double shot of Tyler Childers coming at you, y'all. Now, where are you from, sir? Ohio. Oh, right on, man. Yeah. Here's some Tyler Childers right here coming at you. Double shot. It's called Feathered Indians. thighs. There are little feathered Indians where we tussle through the night. If I'd known she was religious, I wouldn't have came stone. Leave the house is such an angel, too fucked up to get back home. Looking over West Virginia, smoking spirits on the roof. She asked, "Can't anybody told you them things are bad for you?" I said, "Many folks have warned me, and there been several people try. But tonight there ain't been nothing that I couldn't leave behind. Hold me close, my dear. Sing your whispering song softly in my ear. I will sing along. Honey, tell me how your love runs true. I can always count on you. Be there when the bullets fly, not to run across the river just to hold you tonight." Thank you. Thank you. Well, my heart is sweating bullets from the circles it has raced, like a little feathered Indian calling out the clouds for rain. I go running through the thick and I go careless in the thorns. Just hold her for a minute, Lord, it leaves me wanting more. Hold me close, my dear. Sing your whispering song, baby. Softly in my ear, and I will sing along. Honey, tell me how your love runs true. I can always count on you. Be there when the bullets fly, not to run across the river just to hold you tonight. Thank you. So Tyler Childers by request. Now, guys, we are here till about 1:45, 2 o'clock, something like that, and we are doing requests. What do y'all think about this band up here? Do you like what they're doing? I'll tell you. I hope so, because I'm about to turn it over to these guys. Yeah. And I'm going to come out and say hi to everybody and find out what you want to hear. Whether it's old country or even older country, we're going to be playing country music here till we lose everything we got right here at AJ's. So let me know if you have any requests. And guys, remember that there's a couple ways to get your songs played. Number one is throw some love in the tip jug. That's an easy way to do it. Number two is to scan the QR codes. You'll see them on the TVs, tabletops, and bar tops. Jason, your favorite way, the third way, what is that?
Third way to get your song requested involves drinking. This band likes to drink a little bit. Hopefully you folks are all drinking today. Who all's day drinking today? Come on. All right. Well, we'd like to join you. Bring us some drinks, and hell, we might play 2, 3, 4.
Hell yeah. Now, I will have a tip jug with me, but don't feel obligated to tip the band. If you like what we're doing or you just feel plumb sorry for us, we appreciate it when you support live music by throwing some love in there. Welcome into AJ's, y'all. What y'all got for them, Jason?
We don't currently have any requests, so usually, I know at least if I have to sing something, I default to Merle Haggard. Does anybody still love Merle Haggard out there? All right, you're in the right place. We do a bunch of Merle Haggard. Here's one little picking song, y'all, for all the working folks.
And a wife. I've been a working man dang near all my life. I keep on working as long as my two hands are fit to use. And I'll drink a little beer at the tavern, cry a little bit of these working man blues. Well, I'll keep my nose to the grindstone and work hard every day. I might get a little stone on the weekend, but after I draw my pay, I keep on working. Come Monday morning, I'm right back with the crew. And I'll drink my beer at the tavern and sing a little bit of these working man blues. Well, sometime I think about leaving. I wanna do a little bumming around. I wanna throw my bills out the window, catch a train to another town. Keep on working. I gotta buy my kids a brand new pair of shoes. And I'll drink a little beer at the tavern and cry a little bit of these working man blues. Here come the working man. Oh, here comes Lucy, y'all. Oh, Lucy's other half on that big old bass guitar from Lower Alabama, Jake Bostic, y'all. Back on the drums from Miramar, Florida, Mark Mazza. From the great state of Maryland, y'all, on that fiddle, Lucy Cochran. Well, I say, hey, hey, working man like me. I ain't never been on welfare, that's the one place I won't be. I keep on working. I gotta buy these kids a brand new pair of shoes. And I drink a little beer at the tavern, cry a little bit of these working man blues. I said I might tie one on down at Alan Jackson's place and sing a little bit of these working
song is for you working folks. Welcome in today. Yeah, the Marty Merle Haggard, y'all. Hey, what do y'all think about the boys and girls in the band? Come on. Now, I can pick on him since he's not on stage, but here is the theme song for all the times that Rooster Brown here used to ask Lucy to play fiddle with him, and she would just say, no, I'm booked. That was usually what she would say, but then it eventually became, well, I've just got better things to do. But
Girls lie too.
B flat. Oh, A? B flat. Boy flat.
some 90s country, y'all. Anybody still love 90s country out there? Well, we do. This young lady burst on the scene, and I had some folks that worked with her back then, and what they were trying to do with Terry Clark, believe it or not, it's not something that was publicized, but they wanted a female Alan Jackson. And if you look back at her image, the way that they portrayed her, that's exactly what it was. She was very tall and lean and great singer, and
The cowboy hat,
the cowboy
guitar.
hat.
Yeah.
Don't tell me the reason that you're calling is to see if I'm alright since you've been gone. 'Cause I know you and I know why we're talking. You want me to say I'm barely hanging on. Well, maybe that was true.
Lucy Cochran, y'all. What do you think about Lucy? Yeah.
All right, thank you.
I'm not jealous or anything.
Okay. I need a break.
Just like that, I come back to stage and they say, "That's it, we're done." They said, we quit and we got better things to do. And I don't blame them. What do y'all think about this band up here? I'll tell you, yeah. Not bad for a band that said yes to me, I got to say. Thank y'all for being good to me as I came around and gave me some great requests. I'll tell you what we have. We have some Chris Ledoux music coming up. We have some Jerry Reed music coming up and some Glenn Campbell country music coming up. Thank y'all very much. I do want to remind y'all about Erica behind the bar. And she does a damn good job here, so please take good care of her. Listen, when I say a damn good job, I got to say that's probably the nicest thing I've ever said about her right there. Now, she really does. The bartenders here, they always work hard. They give me a hard time. And I asked her the other day, I said, why do you give me such a hard time, Erica? And she said, because just look at you. You deserve it. And I was like, you're right. She is right. But y'all, please take good care of her. I promise she'll take care of y'all. All right, I'm going to do a John Prine song here. And then we're going to get the band back up to do your request. Here's one of my favorites called Paradise, John Prine. I was a child, my family would travel out to western Kentucky where my parents were born. And there's a backwards old town that's often remembered so many times that my memories are worn. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County down by the Green River where paradise lay. Sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. Sometimes we would travel right down the Green River to an abandoned old prison down by Israel Hill. Well, the air smelled like snakes that we'd shoot with our pistols, but empty pop bottles was all we would kill. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County down by the Green River where paradise lay? Sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. Then the coal company came with the world's biggest shovel, and they tortured the timber and they stripped all the land. They dug for their coal till the land was forsaken, and they wrote it all down as the progress of man. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County down by the Green River where paradise lay? I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. Thank you, guys. When I darling, my ashes float down the Green River, let my soul roll on up to the Rochester Dam. Be halfway to heaven with paradise waiting just 5 miles away from wherever I am. So Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County down by the Green River where paradise lay? I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. John Prine right there. Thank you very much. All right, guys, we're about to get the band back up here. We got some great requests. We got Chris Ledoux coming up for you. We got about 40 minutes left to play with you, so we want to make sure we're playing all your favorites, whether it's old country or even older country. Don't be shy with your request. Is it hot up here, or is it just you, Lucy?
It's actually hot up here.
It is warm. We took those windows out back there just so our excellence could exude out onto the sidewalk. Yeah. All right, here's some Chris Ledoux coming up for our friends from Kansas and Nebraska. We also have some Jerry Reed, I believe, for Georgia. And we have some Rhinestone Cowboy of our friends from Northwest Arkansas. Am I right about that? Did I get it? Did you get your locations right? I try to remember things, geometry.
Yeah.
I mean, geography. I get them confused, Jake. All right, here's some Cadillac Cowboy coming in.
That's her song.
Oh, yeah?
What was it called,
Miss Erica,
Other
when you
side
get a
of the
chance.
hill.
That's our friend Miss Erica by the bar,
Other
behind the
side.
bar, y'all. That's our MVP today.
The
Please
other
take
side
care
of the
her.
hill. That's what she called it.
Could I get
Yeah.
a soda water with lime when you get a chance, please? Now that you probably have ice back there, I think.
Hold tight with a leather fist. Watch out when it starts to twist. That's what their daddies used to tell them boys how to ride them bulls. Got a jingle in my jeans, sore places in between. Hey, I'm leaving on a saw blade with a push and a pull. And boy, buddy, come on back. Horse trailer on a Cadillac. Yeah, we're talking to the cowboy in the Cougarville. Chug-a-lugging up one side, sliding down the other. I'm a lover of the other side over here. Turn on the radio. Don't wanna think about a rodeo. Don't wanna think of roundup in old Cheyenne. It's a crazy circuit, but still you're working. Turn down that sound, boys, let's get up and check a scan. Envoy, buddy, come on back. Horse trailer on a Cadillac. Yeah, we're talking to the cowboy in the Cougarville. Chug-a-lugging up one side, sliding down the other. I'm a lover of the other side over here. Bandana hanging on the mill, still wet from beauty. Well, I guess it's true then, what the wise men say. When you ride your last one, you make sure it's the best one. You jump while he's moving, tip your hat, boys, walk away. 10-4, buddy, come on back. Horse trailer on a Cadillac. Hey, we're talking to the cowboy in the Cougarville. Chug-a-lugging up one side, sliding down the other. I'm a lover of the other side over here. And 10-4, buddy, come on back. Horse trailer on the Cadillac. Yeah, we're talking to the cowboy Thank you. Chris Ledoux by request.
Who asked for Jerry Reed in here? Who was it that wanted to hear Jerry Reed? Y'all from Georgia. Jerry Reed from Georgia, born in Atlanta. But the song takes place in Louisiana.
Huh. So we're going to go down to Southland for this one. We got Georgia in the house. That's who wanted to hear it. Lucy, did somebody give you that, or did you find it? Of course you would find it. Did you bring that and stash it here? Are you trying to create a new rule for AJ's?
I'm honestly not that good of an artist. That's really...
I want everybody to see what that says. Don't let it give you any ideas about requests. But it says if you're going to play at AJ's, you got to have a fiddle in the band. Well, we got that.
Yeah,
That's not what I saw. I saw you got to have a steel guitar.
That's what I was hoping it said. I was hoping they were going to change the rules and make us use steel guitar on every set. Then you'd be Jake's like, hey, that's fine with me. He's like,
Play it on bass.
he said he was going to play drums and steel guitar on the next gig.
Yeah, and bass, and, and I'll sing, and I'll tell the jokes, and wash the car, and get the groceries.
Yeah, he does a little bit of everything. All right, here's a request for some Jerry Reed going out to our friends from Georgia.
Tell you a cool story about this song. I was out on the road back in the 2000s with a young lady named Gretchen Wilson. You guys probably remember Gretchen, right? Our drummer there at the beginning with Gretchen was a young man named Jerry Rowe, who is Jerry Reed's grandson.
Yes.
He was our drummer out with Gretchen. Phenomenal drummer, incredible talent. His dad, Dave Rowe, played bass with Johnny Cash for a long time. Jerry Reed's grandson, has a lot of his grandfather's gear. And he has the Fender Deluxe amp and Telecaster that was used on this song, like on display in his house. Yeah, because that's pretty cool right there. This is the rig that was used to record Amos Moses. I always thought that was very cool.
Yeah, I love this song. It's a fun one. By request. Song. Here come Amos. Hey, Amos Moses was a Cajun, and he lived by himself in the swamp. And he hunted alligator for a living. He would just knock him on the head with a swamp. That Louisiana law gonna get you, Amos. Hey, little alligator down in the swamp, boy. Well, everybody blamed his old man for making him as mean as a snake. When Amos Moses was a boy, his daddy would use it for alligator bait. Tie a rope around his waist and throw him in the swamp. Alligator bed in the Louisiana bayou. About 45 minutes southeast of Thibodeau, Louisiana. With a man called Doc Mills South and a pretty wife Hannah. And they raised up a son that could eat up his way to groceries. Named him after a man of the cloth. They called him Amos Moses. Now the folks around South Louisiana, they say Amos was a hell of a man. He could trap the biggest and the meanest alligator. They just used one hand. That's all they got left, cause the alligator bit in the heart. Left arm lean up to the elbow. What the sheriff called when did Amos was it the swamp and the tiger skills. So he snuck in the swamp, he gonna get the boy, but he never come out again. I wonder where that Louisiana sheriff went to. He'll be sure get lost in the Louisiana bayou. About 45 minutes southeast of Thibodeau, Louisiana. With a man called Doc Mills Sound and a pretty wife Hannah. And he raised up a son that could eat up his way to groceries. Named him after a man of the cloth. Called him Amos Moses. About 40 5 minutes southeast of Amarillo, Louisiana. There's a man called Doc Milson and a pretty wife, Hannah. And the rays of the sun that could eat up his way to groceries. Named him after a man of the claw. They called him Amos Moses. Funky. That's funky. Hey, we were going to do Rhinestone Cowboy. We still are going to do it, but our friend Sharon is watching Jason, and she's up in Maryland, and that's Lucy's home state.
She is watching. I'm mad at Sharon.
I am too. I'm not.
Very
Well,
mad at Sharon.
I'm not anymore.
Well, no, you can't
I was.
stay mad at
I was.
Sharon.
I'm a little hurt.
Thank you.
If you haven't noticed, you see this thing up on the screen. So AJ's, they got out in front of everybody back during the pandemic. They started broadcasting all the bands all over the world. Anywhere in the world, you can get to AJ's Facebook page or their YouTube channel. You can watch the bands playing down here. And as a result, we've got a comment section on the Facebook thing. We have lots of folks that tune in regularly. Our friend Sharon up in Maryland watches religiously. She's a very sweet lady, always very good to the bands. She actually came to town a couple of weeks ago. Neither one of us got to meet her.
And she
Bill
watches.
Cook did, of course.
Yeah, of course.
He
Bill
saw
Cook
her
did.
twice, yeah.
But yeah, Sharon is she's a very good friend to the bar and to a lot of the bands down here. She's always damn good to us. Even though I've never got to meet her, I feel like she's one of my friends. And a lot of those folks online are like that. They've got their own community. And they're always very kind to the bands, and they say great things, and a lot of times they request great songs. And this one goes out to Sharon, watching up in Maryland. Sharon, I'm going to go to Maryland next week, and I'm not going to see you. How about that? I'm going to pay you back for that one. But then we got some Rhinestone Cowboy. She wanted some Waylon Jennings, the only daddy that'll walk the line. Anybody else like Waylon Jennings out there? I hope so, yeah. Here's a phone.
With us earlier, we talked about the different phases of Waylon's career. This was back the early days when he was Mr. Handsome, dapper, but
Pill
doing
Waylon.
a whole bunch of pills. Yeah, Pill Waylon.
Pill Waylon, yeah. Everybody knows you've been stepping on my toes, and I'm getting pretty tired of it. Been stepping out of line and messing with my mind. If you had any sense, you would quit. Ever since you were a little bitty teeny girl, you said I was your only man in this whole world. Now you better do some thinking, and you'll find the only daddy that'll walk a line. Every day, girl, all you do is play, and I'm tired of hanging out all night. Hey, I'm coming unglued from your funny little moves, oh honey, baby, that ain't right. But ever since you were a little bitty teeny girl, you said I was your only man in this whole world. Now you better do some thinking, and you'll find the only daddy that'll walk a line. On the fiddle all the way from Maryland, y'all. Make some noise for Miss Lucy Cochran. On the lead guitar from Nashville, Tennessee, the wind beneath my wings, Mr. Jason Chan. of my clothes, Lordy, every monkey knows that you're still just a putting me on. When I started walking, gonna hear you start squawking and begging me to come back home. Ever since you were a little bitty teeny girl, you said I was your only man in this whole world. Now you better do some thinking and you'll find the only daddy that'll walk a line. You got the only daddy that'll walk a line. Thank you. Thank you, guys. We're doing all requests right up to about 1:45 or so. Is Angela in the house? All right, Angela, we got you coming up. First, we got to do some Glenn Campbell music. Here's a great song by Glenn Campbell called The Rhinestone Cowboy. Going out to our friends here from Northwest Arkansas. It's a sing-along song. If you don't sing along, we won't get mad, but we'll just be really, really disappointed. I've been walking these streets so long, singing the same old song. I know every crack in these dirty old sidewalks of Broadway. Hustle's the name of the game. Night skies get washed away like the snow in the rain. There's been a lot of compromising on the road to my horizon, but I'm gonna be where the lights are shining on me like a rhinestone cowboy, riding out on a horse in a star-spangled rodeo, like a rhinestone cowboy, getting cards and letters from people I don't even know, offers coming over the phone. Well, I really don't mind the rain. A smile can hide the pain. But you're down, you're taking the train that's taken a long way. And I dream of the things I'll do, a subway token and a dollar tucked in my shoe. There'll be a load of compromising on the road to my horizon, but I'm gonna be where the lights are shining on me like a rhinestone cowboy, riding out on a horse in a star-spangled rodeo, like a rhinestone cowboy, getting cards and letters from people I don't even know, offers coming over the phone. Yeah, like a rhinestone cowboy, riding out on a horse in a star-spangled rodeo, like a rhinestone cowboy, getting cards and letters from people I don't even know, offers coming over the phone. You're like a rhinestone cowboy. Thank y'all. Big old request for that one. We got some Eric Church music coming up now and going out to Angela. Thank you very much, Angela. My favorite drink is tequila. My second favorite drink is whatever I happen to have in my hand. There it is. Thank you guys very much. Welcome to AJ's. Thank you, guys. Early Monday morning till Friday at 5, and I work, but I don't climb. Boss man could shove it overtime up his can. All I wanna do is get a drink in my hand. So fill it up and throw it down. Got a 40-hour week worth of trouble to drown. No need to complicate it, I'm a simple man. All I wanna do is get a drink in my hand. If the parking lot is muddy, I can't get to the door, and I'll take a jacked up and drop it down in 4x4. Shield down a long neck and warm up a band. All I wanna do is get a drink in my hand. So fill it up and throw it down. I'm about to tell you on in this old town. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I'm a rocket man. All I wanna do is get a drink in my hand. Make me wanna go ooh, ooh, ooh when you dance like that. You got that little tattoo, playing peekaboo on your back. If you want to impress me, well, baby, here's my plan. All y'all gotta do is get some drinks for the band. And fill it up and throw it down. Drive me home, we'll take a long way around. You be my Lois Lane and I'm your Superman. All you gotta do is get a drink in my hand. In my head, Monday morning, that alarm clock sings and it goes. While it rings, 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 hell, I'll be ready to roll if you wanna rock again. All you gotta do is get a drink in my hand. So fill it up and throw it down. I'm a little hungover and I'm still hanging around. And then here the dog is out in, hey there, man. All you gotta do is get a drink in your hand. And here the dog is out in, hey there, man. All you gotta do is get a drink in your hand. There you go. Eric Church music, my request. All right, guys. All right, Angela, we got that one for you. Some, yeah, right after this. All right, here's my friend Miss Lucy Cochran going to do this next one. And then we got some Louisiana Saturday Night for Angela. Angela, where are you guys from? Don't you know, you betcha, yeah.
Fine, whatever. I don't care.
Well, that was nice of you, Jake.
I spilled a few drinks in my day.
Cleaning up my messes.
Jason Chance cleans up my messes. Picks up all my ex-wives. What key?
A. Yeah. Help me get to the end.
All right, here's Lucy, y'all.
out of New Orleans. I never have been down a bayou stream, but I heard that music on the radio, and I swore someday I was gonna go down the Highway 10 past Lafayette. There's a Pet Zone Rouge and I won't forget. Send you a call with my regrets, 'cause I'm never gonna come back home. Saturday night and the moon is out, I wanna head on over to the Twist and Shout. Two-set partner in the Cajun beat. When it lifts me up, I'm gonna find my feet. Down in the middle of the big dance floor, and I hear that fiddle, gonna beg for more. Wanna dance to a band from a Dixie, yeah. They got an alligator stew and a crawfish pie, a ghost storm blowing into town tonight. Living on the Delta's quite a show. They got hurricane parties every time it goes. Over here up north, it's a cold, cold rain, and there ain't no cure for my blues today, except when the paper says bones and layers are coming into town, baby, let's go down. Saturday night and the moon is out, I wanna head on over to the Twist and Shout. Two-step partner in a Cajun beat. When it lifts me up, I'm gonna find my feet. Down in the middle of a big dance floor, and I hear that fiddle, gonna beg for more. Gonna dance to a band from a Louisiana tonight. Bring your mama, bring your papa, bring your sister too. They got lots of music and lots of room. When they play you a waltz from a 1910, you're gonna feel a little bit young again. They learn to dance at the rock and roll, but you learn to swing at the do-say-do. But you learn to love at the fado-do when you hear a little Zoe Long. Saturday night and the moon is out, I wanna head on over to the Twist and Shout. Two-step partner in a Cajun beat. When it lifts me up, I'm gonna find my feet. Down in the middle of the big dance floor, and I hear that fiddle, gonna beg for more. Gonna dance to a band from a Louisiana.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Mary Chapin Carpenter.
All right, we got to do some Louisiana Saturday night, and Hope wants to hear anything. Where's Hope? Hope might be online.
Oh, I think that's my mother.
What?
My mom's name is Hope. She's been harassing me via
Oh,
text
it is
message.
Hope Cochran. It's
You know,
Hope Cochran.
yeah.
my mother-in-law's name is Hope.
Oh, that's it.
What a
I didn't even
coincidence.
see the
What a
last name.
coincidence.
All right.
Coincidence.
You also talking about Lucy's mom, and of course Jake has to chime in. That's perfect.
I'm staying out of
I
it.
actually know her.
Hi, Mom.
I've met her.
You've met her?
I've met her.
Does she know? Does she know that about you and Lucy?
Does she know we're married?
We're about to tell her. Right now.
Well, you just
Hope-
did. You just did. You told the world y'all are married.
Whoops.
All right, we got some Louisiana Saturday night.
This is our first official hand clapping song. This is the one where we have to have crowd participation. There we go. This young lady's got it going on right here. She gets it.
There we go. Hey, you get down the fiddle and you get down the bow. Kick off your shoes and you throw them on the floor. Dance in the kitchen till the morning light. Louisiana Saturday night, and that's right. Waiting in the front yard, sitting on a log, single shot a rifle and a one-eyed dog. Yonder come a kinfolk in the moonlight, Louisiana Saturday night. Hey, you get down the fiddle and you get down the bow, kick kick off your shoes and you throw them on the floor. Dance in the kitchen till the morning light, Louisiana Saturday night. Brother Bill and my other brother Jack, a belly full of beer and a possum in a sack. 15 kids in the front porch line of Louisiana Saturday night. And when the kinfolk leave and the kids get fed, and me and my woman's gonna sneak off to bed. Have a little fun when we turn out the light of Louisiana Saturday night. Hey, you get down the fiddle and you get down your bow, kick off your shoes and you throw them on the floor. Dance in the kitchen till the morning light, Louisiana Saturday night. You get down the bow, kick off your shoes and you throw them on the floor.
Hands, y'all.
Dance in the kitchen till the morning light, Louisiana Saturday night.
Come on.
Hey, you get down the fiddle and you get down the bow, kick off your shoes and you throw them on the floor. Dance in the kitchen till the morning light, Louisiana Saturday night. Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. All right, we got a George Strait request coming out. We did this one earlier, but we'll do it again because, hell, I love this song. Going out to Minnesota. It's called Amarillo by Morning. Here it goes. Thank you guys for being so good to us. And we're doing all your favorite songs today. Here we go. Amarillo by morning, up from San Antonio. Everything I've got is just what I got on. When that sun is high in the Texas sky, I'll be bucking at the county fair. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo, I'll be there. They took my saddle in Houston, broke my leg in Santa Fe. My wife became Jason's girlfriend.
Damn right.
Somewhere along the way, I'll be looking for aid when they pull that gate. I hope that judge ain't blind. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's on my mind. Amarillo by morning, up from San Antonio. Everything I've got is just what I got on. Well, I ain't got a dime, but what I got is mine. I ain't rich, but Lord, I'm free. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's where I'll be. Thank you, guys. I want to welcome everybody into AJ's Good Time Bar. Now, we are almost out of time. We have a request for Lucy to sing one for her mama and who's watching. I'm going to come out and say hi to you guys. If you like what we're doing and you want to support live music, we appreciate it when you tip the band, but you're never obligated to. Hell, we don't make you tip the band. Remember, there's never a cover charge on the door, but we just charge you $20 damn to leave, so you might as well do that. I want to remind you all about Erica behind the bar, too. And I know what you're thinking, and you're right. Obviously, a terrible human being. Yes, but she really is a damn good bartender sometimes. And truthfully, she does a hell of a job. And anybody that can deal with my nonsense for 4 hours at a time, I got to give them credit. So y'all make sure you take good care of Erica there. And I'm going to come out and say hi to you. If you like what we're doing or you just feel plumb sorry for us, throw some love in that tip jug, guys. Welcome to AJ's Good Time Bar. What do y'all got for him, Lucy?
We're going to do some Judd's music for you.
You've been looking for love all around the world. Baby, don't you know this country girl's still free? Why not me? Will you finally come down to your old hometown? Your Kentucky girl's been waiting patiently. Why not me? Why not me on a rainy day? Why not me to love your cares away? Why not me? Why not me when the nights get cold? Why not me when you're growing old? Why not me? You've been searching from here to Singapore. Ain't it time that you notice the girl next door, baby? Why not me? Oh, you had to see if the world was round. Ain't it time that you learn how good settling down could be? Why not me? Why not me on a rainy day? Why not me to love your cares away? Why not me? Why not me when the nights get cold? Why not me when you're growing old? Why not me? You've been looking for love all around the world. Baby, don't you know this country girl's still free? Why not me? Why not me? Baby, why not? La 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 la. Oh, baby, why not me? La 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 la. Oh, baby, why not me?
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. What do y'all think about this band up here? Make some noise for these guys one more time. Guys, welcome to AJ's Good Time Bar. I hate to give bad news. We're just out of time. It is what it is. Thank you for being good to us. We have a great band coming up. My buddies from Wild Bill and the Bruisers are coming up here. I think you're going to love what they do. Please give them a chance to win your hearts and minds. This is AJ's Good Time Bar. Who's having a good time? You're allowed to make noise in this song. Hell yeah. Thank you. Remember, guys, it's never, ever, ever a good time to tip cattle, but it's always the right time to tip the band and tip your bartender. Thanks again for being good to us. Please be good to Erica and be good to Wild Bill and the boys. Most importantly, be good to yourselves and one another out there. Welcome to Nashville, guys. Thank you so much.
Ian.